episode 10. It's episode 10 of the lockdown backyard trails build, and this is the marathon XXL episode. So it's been 3 weeks. As of today's date, when we're filming this, episode 1 was released 3 weeks ago. It's unreal, it's honestly insane that in those 3 weeks we've achieved all of this of the backyard trails build during lockdown. I've ridden my bike far more than I expected, and I'm very fortunate to have done that. A lot of people can't go out and ride right now. We've done loads of digging, we've filmed loads of videos, but the main thing I feel fortunate about is how unbelievably positively everyone at home, you guys, have engaged with this series. The support, the comments, the inspiration, and just the interaction has been unbelievable. So thank you so much. And now we're on to episode 10, which is a bit of a milestone in the whole series because we're going to do more than ever. We've only filmed 2 videos this week. Episode 9 was released a good few days ago now as you're watching this, and we've worked, I can't say round the clock, but a lot of hours on the clock have been worked on with this, and I've got a little bit to show for it, but this episode is going to go on and on and on, and we're going to achieve as much as possible until we've got a really, really entertaining video, which you have now got your teeth into. So thank you for watching. Now, what's happened? I've been doing a bit of digging. We've made some progress so far to get to this point, and it's looking awesome. So I've spruced up that shark fin landing. The shark fin, which arguably doesn't look much like a shark fin, but it has to carry that name until we build a better one. The racer, I've stacked the landing a little bit taller, so this looks like a bit more of a significant feature now, which is really cool. And now, the elephant in the room is this. The shark fin landing continues into the ground with the outside higher as the start of what is going to be a mega S-bend right into left. And you can see Moose is taking cover there behind the S-bend. He's staying low. But this is going to be mega, very, very mega, a mega berm. We're going to see in the next few hours how tall we can make this. The inside will get dug down a bit. I'm hoping you can lean over so far on this, so we're going to make it quite steep. That obviously needs to be a good distance away so we don't drag our handlebars, helmet, however low we get, who knows. So you can see that at the exit of this berm, which again is going to be mega, those 2 lines run in parallel, which is super, super, super cool. And I think those 2 lines might share a feature afterwards. I can't see why the speed will be too different. You can absolutely roast that berm. You should be able to go a similar speed to jumping that racer, which isn't the biggest, but it's going to be a good way of generating speed. So I'm really happy that they end up parallel again. And I'm going to build something here. We'll draw it in a bit. Should we? That worked good last time. Should we draw it again?
Should.
Yeah, it's quite complex. But first we need to get on with this berm. It's going to be a lot of digging in the midday sun. So assuming skin doesn't peel off my back, we're just going to get cracking and let's roll some build lapses. There's going to be a lot. So let's get the first big belt of build laps out the way. That was by far the biggest turfing operation to date. I think as the ground dries out, the turf gets way harder to cut out and way harder to lift up. We both got sore hands, and then Ben was pushing on the shovel trying to lever out a block because they're just such a pain to get out. And he said, "Do you mind if you just stab this one to release it?" I swung for it, missed the turf lock and went basically under his toenail. It was shocking. There was scenes. You probably can't see it on a time lapse, which is ever such a shame. But look at these this S-bend that meanders its way through a flat field. It's cool, isn't it? It's not at full height yet. I did say it was going to be big. It will be big. but I want to build it up really, really steep, almost vertical, with the wet dirt clay trowel technique. So that's to come. It's now the evening. This has taken, believe it or not, all day. It's so annoying with all the stones and things. I've dug sand my whole life, and I've got the utmost respect for anyone that digs clay, rock, wherever you build your trails out of that isn't sand. You're a lot harder and tougher than Ben and I, certainly tougher than me. We've now got a channel gap. It's quite difficult to build a channel gap in a field, but we've somehow managed it. So in the last video when I talked about why this was so cool, it's sort of now starting to show itself. The side line crosses the main line over there with the shark fin, and then they cross again over that channel. So I was explaining earlier, we're now running in parallel. During this build today, I've had confirmation dirt is coming tomorrow, 20 tons, which is amazing. That's really, really cool because we're going to need it. So we've got two lines, and I'm pretty adamant that the fastest one will be this. And for that reason, after this, I want to build the first legit, proper trails dirt jump, a step up, a trickable feature, because everything so far is immense, it's flowy, it's creative, but there's not that airtime that delivers tricks and delivers big boosts and all of that. So we're going to build that here after the racer. That's the fastest thing. Which then bodes the question, what's going to come after the berms? Speed, it's going to be rapid. The shark fin's fast, there's no question of that. These berms will be rock hard and fast. So that's your average dirt jump. That's what it looks like. That's a Matt Jones sketch of a trail step up, which is going to be somewhere around here. It'll be bigger than an A4 sheet of paper. It'll be 20 tons in fact. But what I want to build to incorporate both lines is this. That same step up out of the racer, but if you hit the berms, I want to come next to the takeoff, ride up an absolute vertical takeoff, pull backwards and sideways, and travel backwards and land on that landing. Sort of like an open loop without the loop. You could barrel roll, you could do an alley-oop 360, you could just boost it to the sky. I think that is going to be unbelievable. And now I've got used to working with this clay, although it destroys my wrists and hands, I know it's doable because you can build so steep. So that's the project that's going to live here. The other project that might sort of show itself is the effects of rain. It says it might rain tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. And if it does, that's going to have its own challenges. I've built half the set of trails underground on clay. I know it drains. The pit bike track drained fast when it rained. So I'm confident that it will work. But if it doesn't, we've got a lot of comments that suggest solutions. So that's going to be a challenge, but who knows. We can dig in the rain. So stuff to get on with tomorrow morning. I'm going to make that berm nice and steep, finish it. We need to dig through the racer landing, finish the racer landing. We need to clear an area for a dirt jump. We need to ride pit bikes just to entertain ourselves. We need to get ready for a dirt delivery. And in the next couple of days, we should extend the trails that way. This is a big operation, so we can make more difference more quickly by either building a roll in. We could reuse the old whale. Why don't we do that? Why don't we reuse the whale tail in a proper usable manner? Build a roll in so we don't have to crank our buttocks off every time we ride. And why don't we go and have dinner?
Probably should, mate.
Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed those build lapses. There's going to be more of those, trust me. I promise. It's a promise. So I'll see you in the morning. We're on to a new day now, and I've spent 4 hours troweling that berm, which has brought it up half a foot. It's probably 15 centimetres of fresh clay on the top, which is, if you look around the back, alarmingly skinny. But I'm pretty optimistic now I understand this material a bit better, that that should support our weight. Albeit fully leant over, absolutely roasting this berm. It looks so cool. I ended up digging down unusually far. So this is the dirt we've been building with. It goes very grey when it's dry. It's so hard, it's rock hard. Oh. But this stuff I found some yellowy sandy stuff, which is cool. It's a bit easier to dig and a bit less stony, because when we were turfing out this area in the biggest turfing operation ever, we almost fell out over it, didn't we? It was such hard work. So at least I know now that if the next dirt delivery is substandard and quite loose soil, there is dirt on this land which is better, and we could cap a jump with it, so we could fill it with the nonsense stuff and build round it with the good stuff like I do with the trowel. But I'm really stoked with this. This is super cool. It's quite a mega berm, especially as it's that thin. But if you built that out of sand, I'm used to digging sand over my whole life, there's no way that would ever be rideable. You'd destroy it. You'd push the top off when you rode it, but that's going to go off like a brick wall, like everything else has. So we're going to be riding that quite soon. I still need to finish the berm before, but it's going to look like an unreal S-bend for what is going to be an insane feature. And that is what we need to build next, a proper feature like a trickable boosty jump. So the S-bend has kind of reached the end of its course for now. We'll smooth that out so it's rideable in this video, but the big steep vertical lip after that can't be built until the corresponding jump has been built, because they share a landing. So it's the racer. We need to sort that landing out. We need to turf this out, more turfing, but everyone loves the build lapses of that. And then we're going to build a massive juicy lip. So we've got wheelbarrows to do. It's going to be a bit of graft, but I'd be pretty keen to have a little pit bike session to break the day up. I woke up at 6:30 to do that. It's quite an admirable effort, I must say, for the episode. Should we get the pit bikes?
Yeah, go on.
That was pretty unexpected. I was literally in my pants putting pads on because we're going to have a little 5-minute pit bike session just to break up the digging. Then I get a phone call saying I'm outside your house with your topsoil. So the fact of this is Red Bull have actually bought me this topsoil, which is incredible, because I told them I've reached a bit of a dead stop in the series and I'm halfway through this marathon episode, but not anymore. We've hardly even broken the back of the marathon episode because all of that needs moving. He couldn't get any further in with the lorry. Hello Moose, so it's going to be relentless wheelbarrowing again. We're talking 400 wheelbarrows, what do you think? Massive guess.
Probably.
Hundreds of wheelbarrows. But we've got our pads on, kitted up for pit biking, so let's go and have a little session. And then back to digging in a bit. Go on Beck, show us the track. It look cool.
So sick.
I just popped some new goggles out the box. I'm so excited, we haven't ridden this in ages. We're digging every day. Shall I try and jump that straight out the corner?
What, first run?
From here.
Okay. That counts.
A little bit rusty.
That's sick.
A little bit rusty. I'll come around again and get it smooth.
Yes.
That was good.
So smooth. Get it.
This is a bit dangerous for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was awful.
Where's the moose on your helmet? For those of you who are new to the channel, Beck's helmet has Moose's name on it. And him, look, here he is. Sorry, I'm just manhandling. There he is.
Yes, Moose.
Yes, Moose.
And there he is.
Do you want to go, Ben?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Let's do a little bit of racing.
Let's do it.
It was at this moment that he knew. Up.
That was
Are you okay?
I go for it.
I tried, but I can't.
Go on, have another go. Have another go. Come on, you got this. Oh, not bad. Yes. Full power.
I went off the
Steep bit.
right side.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's like a steeper outside zone of the takeoff. If you catch that, it definitely sends you higher. I'll try and give a brief little demonstration now. Oh! Pit biking was sick. Good trains and good races. I wore gloves for the first time in ages riding because digging has fully taken its toll on my hands and they're all cracking and drying up, so we'll see how riding goes. And I mean, that's cracking lovely. It's drying out really well. It's getting there. It's not ready to ride yet, and I'm yet to do this one, but it's all going to happen. We are going to ride in this video. We're going to ride a lot of stuff, and I really want to progress this, so everyone's going to be pretty stoked for me to say build lapses. The weather was grim all morning. I woke up, it was pouring with rain, came out here, started digging, then had to throw the gazebo over the takeoff because that was getting soaked. And I'm really stoked with the new dirt, the topsoil, but it seems when the water gets to it before it's been compacted, it turns it into soup and you can't work with it. So I had to cover it up. But you can see this is all the brand new dirt that got delivered yesterday, and it's like, it's not that it doesn't hurt to hit like that, but it compacts, and that's amazing because it's pot luck. You don't know what you're getting when you get soil, dirt, sand delivered, but it's fantastic. And I've still got some of the old clay remaining over there to finish this with. So that is the new takeoff. It's not 100% finished. The reason being is this bomb hole I want to dig down. Every inch that goes down, you're effectively making the takeoff that inch taller. So I think if I drop this 6 inches, that's going to bring the takeoff up to a good 5 foot. And then if we have an even bigger landing, we've got a step up. But I'm pumped with this. That is the new chunky piece. It's way chunkier than any existing feature, isn't it?
It's huge.
I'm stoked with it. So many wheelbarrows. It was graft. I got really fed up at 7:30 this morning, walking up and down. It's even left a wheelbarrow track. That's like the backyard main runway of wheelbarrowage. So much. It was just grim. It was horrible this morning, but the sun's sort of poking out now. And the rain has hardly affected things. It was only a light dusting. We've got it better than most of the country, but all it's really done is change the colour of the jumps. They're looking a bit more earthy. When I did come out this morning, it was sort of sticking to your shoes. So if you stepped on a takeoff, you'd take a bit of that takeoff with you, which is bad because there's no way you can ride them when they're quite wet. But now it's drying up, there's a bit of evaporation. We're still on for riding at some point in this video. But how cool is that? That's going to deliver height and tricks. It's an ingredient that the trails didn't have. Berms and a big jump are the 2 ingredients that we've added this episode so far that didn't exist anywhere else in the trails. So it's epic. There's so much more dirt in the dirt pile, it's endless. It's endless. That's 20 tons. I think Farmer Sam in total brought us 45 tons. So once that's gone, which it will be soon, that's 65 tons of wheelbarrow dirt. And everything today in that takeoff had to be walked to here and then thrown on top. So it's all really moved twice. Long shift, but I'm stoked with it. I'm really stoked. The landing is going to be even bigger, and that is going to need so many wheelbarrows, like the most wheelbarrows.
I did actually have a think yesterday when we were pit biking.
What do you mean?
Is there a way we could tow the dirt with pit bikes somehow?
Don't know, probably not.
Surely you could make something, no?
What, drag it?
Yeah.
It's heavy though. We could try, but dirt's heavy. We tried it years ago at Woburn. We put sand on a carpet, loaded it up, and then we couldn't move it.
No, that's what I don't mean, like the whole thing. Just the normal.
Because it is the walking that it's more that it takes time.
Yeah.
It is effort, but just you lose time.
But even if we just get like wheelbarrow fulls.
Oh, I'm up for trying it. This one's got a puncture, so it's out of action anyway. Oh.
God. Well, so you're thinking actually using like an actual wheelbarrow as part of it?
Yeah, we could mod it. I mean, it's only a puncture, but if we detach this bucket, we could still have a wheelbarrow's worth, but you don't have to walk it. We could tie a rope around it and drag it.
But if it works.
Yeah, it probably won't work.
Probably won't.
This bit won't go in, will it? Yeah, let's try it. Let's try and make a dirt trailer. We'll go to the garage and do some tinkering. So when we had 2 wheelbarrows running, things weren't quite so bad. The situation wasn't as bleak, but this one's like completely flat, and the wheelbarrow inner tube puncture repair shop is closed until further notice. All of the local ones are closed, there's a few around here. So we're gonna have, well, the idea is to get that to tow just the bucket bit with that.
Mate,
So,
there's a massive wasp zone around me.
a big bee.
Sorry.
We'll let him out later.
It'll be alright.
We'll let him out into the great outdoors. This won't be too bad. Look, that's looks like a 12. No, 13. Yes, there's 6 of those. I'm going to take that off. Let's just take that off. There we go. And it's a reversible process. So when the wheelbarrow puncture shop is back in business, I can put all this back together. I thought we were going to have to grind it off with an angle grinder, but that is our trailer. It's proven to be able to carry dirt because it's from a wheelbarrow. And I've got a piece of rope. So all I'm going to do is drill one big hole in the front at the top. How big do you think? Let's just go biggest. 7.
Yeah.
7! Is rope 7mm thick? That'll get through there. It's not gonna, this is a very, very quick manufacture of a trailer, isn't it?
Nice.
Pillar drills just remind me of school so much.
Same.
Like every wood project, every coat hanger you had to make. Is that right? Yes. Yes! We're through. We're in business. Let's put the rope through. That's so sharp. There we go. Yeah, I'm chuffed with that.
Yes.
I'm chuffed with that. Works like every other trailer, really. So, how long do you think? How far did we do when we did the pit bike tow-in on the long jump? Five metres?
Probably. I don't know if it needs to be that far though.
No, I think if it's shorter, the angle the rope makes will be bigger to the ground, which will pull some of the weight off of the trailer, won't it?
Yeah. How are you going to attach it to the...
There's a bar under here I found.
Nice.
I wish there was just like a metal loop at the back, but the furthest one up is here. Which is annoying, it's a bit off to one side, so it might crab a bit and twist, but we'll be alright. God, all those years in the Scouts are paying off now, I tell you. And then, look at that, tie it around this.
Ooh. I like that.
It won't matter when it's filled with dirt, no one will see.
That is true.
Right, let's test it. Let's just check it works inside the unit.
Oh yes.
No worries whatsoever. We are going to get this landing built quicker than anyone would have ever guessed, betted or anticipated. We are back in business for big building. Let's get out there and try it. Right, we're going to do a dry test first. Always important.
See how she does?
Hope it works. Well, it's going to work like this, isn't it?
Mud will be spilt. Oh my god!
It's in my wheel. You can't do trailer drifts. But that's fine. Would have been nice. There we go. We're moving the mounting point further back. It went in the tyre more than once, and that's just not good for work efficiency, so this might be better. Should be better. Ben, if this works, I think you should run laps on this.
Gladly.
And I'll get on with other jobs like the troweling and making everything look epic. Got the drone on charge in the house.
Ooh.
It was stuck in a tree for 2 weeks in the rain, so if it works again, it might work again and we can get some sick shots. Right, let's try that. That's going to work better. How can it go in the tyre? Just, you have to not turn left. As long as you do a big clockwise loop.
You mean not turn right?
Not turn right. Right. That's covered the spanner, which is the depth gauge. That's heavy.
It will be, yeah.
Way better.
Oh my god.
Clearance.
Yeah.
That's so good. Now what do we do? There we go.
Nice.
Just like that. Didn't even have to do any walking. Right, you've got your job now for the next couple of hours. It's official.
I'm happy about that.
Let's swap over. You're in.
In the hot seat. So I can only turn left, right?
Yeah, big left arcs.
Left, right?
Left. No,
Left,
only left. Right?
Right? Left. Oh yeah!
Look at the trailer.
Here she is!
I'm stoked that works. I managed to get a lot of wheelbarrowing done this morning to build that, but to go straight into building a landing in the same way would be really difficult. And Ben's not a very big fan of wheelbarrowing, so we've got him sorted now with the pit bike. And in the meantime, while he's doing that, I'm going to finally get onto this berm and this landing. So without further ado, and I'm going to dig that out and make that lip massive. The further I go down, the bigger the lip is. So let's do this. Build lapses. Yes! Safely! I can't believe the drone still works. We got it lost. Completely lost it up a tree at Woburn ages ago, and it was up there for 2 weeks in the pouring rain. Just tried shooting it down with a BB gun, tried throwing stuff at it, and eventually my mate Greg found it and it had a damaged wing. Look, that bit's really bendy, but it still flies. I can't believe it still flies. And today's really windy. I apologise for the wind, but I'm stoked we've got drone shots of the trails and this. Now that's dug through, now this whole bomb hole's dug through, how much better does that look? That's
so
now,
good, man.
It's a majestic takeoff to marvel at that's ready for stunts and tricks. Apart from the fact that it's not ready because the landing... How many did we do last night, Beck?
34.
So we did 34 wheelbarrows last night up until about 10 o'clock at night and more today. So we're about 50 wheelbarrows in and it's just not even breaking the surface. That is going to take hundreds to build the landing. So unfortunately, it was unrealistic to get that double riding properly today. I mean, I could always jump it to flat, who knows? But so much more has happened and the trails are drying out. Now it's sunny, we're gonna be able to ride very, very soon, in a few minutes even. This looks very cool. All round the back of here has been reworked, so it is now a mighty S-bend. Doesn't it look good?
Looks so sick.
It's cool, isn't it? I've done some trowel work around the racer landing, but left this dry because I want to ride this. I want to feel the speed for that jump. That'll be helpful to know where to put the landing actually. Shouldn't get ahead of ourselves.
True.
So I've left that dry. I've left this dry. I didn't trowel work the actual riding surfaces, just the fancy aesthetic bits. Now, what else is new? I've had a discovery that, do you remember I explained that we're going to build a really, really steep takeoff over here somewhere to transfer into the landing? That's stick, but it leaves a gap which needs filling, so I'd love some suggestions of what to put there. We could try and shark fin out of the berm, we could build a double roller. I've left all this clay here specifically for that job, but bear this in mind. When Ben rode the shark fin in episode 9, last video, he breaklessly pioneered something. And loads of people picked up on it in the comments. So you'll remember this well.
Oh, I remember it very well.
Instead of jumping the shark fin, you got all wobbly on the roller, over that cambered roller, and bailed through here. There was a wheelbarrow, there was shovels, there was rakes. It was a treacherous run out. Oh my God! But you made it work, and everyone leapt on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
There was lots of comments. We'll try and find some of them, but people were suggesting you have pioneered a line, and I think that's something for the next few videos. As well as having the roller, as well as having the shark fin, let's build a third lane to come off of that roller round here, and this is why it's exciting. We've got all this space to do fancy stuff, but then there is 100% a berm gap that's on. Whatever we build out of that berm, it's worth noting that it could act as a landing to jump to from here, a full berm gap. And then we've got so many lines, it's going to look busy. It's funny that we start with 3 rollers, but down here it is so hectic, isn't it? So I'm excited to read your comments of what you think we should put there before the vertical takeoff. I'm keen to ride the berms now. We can definitely test these berms. We can definitely test this racer now it's bigger. It's a weird looking jump. Dude, you could jump to the berm.
Oh, wow.
How have we not seen that? How have we not seen that? It actually looks more natural to jump into the berm from here. Do you think that's possible?
Bigger gap.
It's bigger and it's a very sniper landing. You've got to be millimetre perfect. Yeah, you can go left and right here. Right, let's ride. Let's ride. We need to build a very quick ghetto roll-in at the start of the trails because the dirt pile literally blocks the access. So let's go and do that, and then we can put our pads on. I'm actually going to pad up for this session because there's a lot going on.
Me too.
Yeah.
Crashes will happen.
It's been cool riding in shorts, but the trails are complex now. We need to wear protection, so let's go and build a roll-in. Right, we've come up with a way of making a very ghetto roll-in, which isn't, I want to add, this isn't going to be our final roll-in. We did want to use this whale tail and have it at the start of the trails, but we haven't got space. In the future, I'd like to do a video making a roll-in into a whale tail, or maybe jump into the first roller as a landing. Food for thought. But for now, we haven't got space and we just want to ride, nor have I got many materials. So I think that the width of this is the same as the height of that, so we can just pair them up, can't we?
It looks pretty spot on.
Oh my,
mate, that's flexing so much.
Yeah, we'll brace it. We'll brace it before we ride it. But oh, hello mate. Should work. Moment of truth.
That is spot on.
It is, isn't it? That's pure luck. Excuse me, Moose. That is perfect. That'll do, won't it? All we want to do is ride new jumps. It doesn't matter what's going on up here. I'm just going to put one strengthening batten at this end, stop this flex, but you don't need to watch that. We can just start riding. Let's do it.
What a feature, mate.
I'm happy with it. Who would have thought that they would go together so perfectly? I'm just going to do a little test run to test 2 things. Firstly, that this delivers the right speed for the rollers. I'm sure it will. But more importantly, that the dirt isn't too soft from the rain. It is a different colour and it looks a bit more like eroded and broken up, but I'm pretty confident we'll be fine. You should do the same. We'll check it on the 26, we'll check it on the 20-inch brakeless beast.
Sweet.
I'm just going to jump the first hip.
Go on, mate.
Come back. I like my rolling. Oh.
Easy.
Perfect speed. Have a go. Have a go. It's great actually. We don't have to pedal. No more pedaling. Let's take our chains off.
It doesn't feel the safest.
It is the safest. Look how wide it is. Let me.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
so
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
You could hot bar spin into that. Challenge for later. You could. Oh. You could. Just jump the first hip. Okay. It's actually fine. Great. Woo. Yes. Wow. Look at the difference in line. That's Ben on the right, that was me.
That runs very slow compared to before though.
Yeah, it sounds different even on your tyres.
Yeah.
It's fine. The most important thing is we can get down there to those new features. Yes. Go on, go again.
Nice.
Go on, son.
Nice.
Go on, I know what you're thinking. Yes! Yes, dude, I'm going to try that.
Get it, mate.
I've got less run up than you because my bike's bigger.
Oh, excuses. Go on, just throw it.
Narrow, isn't it?
Throw it, throw it.
No!
Oh!
Oh, Daisy.
Whoa!
Right, watch this.
I'm not cutting this clip. I'm not cutting the clip.
No, I know. You don't have to. We don't have to lie to anybody because watch this. Oh, so skinny. No!
Oh my god!
I can't, everything happens third try.
I'm still not going to cut this.
You noticed that we haven't had to pedal yet.
True, very true. Right, mate. Third time's a charm. Everyone is witnessing this indirect.
Yeah, they've already gone off to make a cup of tea.
Probably. Row it!
How did you do it?
Oh!
Fourth time. Most things happen fourth go.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Maybe you do just need a bit more run up.
I'm not very high off the ground, am I?
No, it would definitely be easy on a BMX, I'll give you that.
Don't want to do anything irresponsible, Ben.
I know. It's only a 1 minute 30 clip, so it's actually not too bad. Get it? Yes! So sick!
That took all of my willpower.
That was well cool.
Really scary. I hate how it's the little things that catch you out. The rolling works.
Does. Works a treat.
I'm going to go all the way.
All the way, what way?
Yeah, that's so true. What way? Spine, roller racer, and ride off the side of the new big takeoff. The monster jump.
Sick.
The monster jump.
Get it done, mate. I
Yeah.
want to see this.
Bit more nervous about the berm. So spine, racer, spine, roller, racer, monster jump. The ground could be soft. Could be soft. Which was worse for Ben actually, with little wheels. Spine line, spine racer line. Come in! That's slower. Chunky piece. Yes! There is so much speed. Chunky piece. Woo!
That was sick.
Yes. There is so much potential for that jump. Just from jump, that felt a stretch. Did it look a stretch?
Kind of.
Since building the landing up, I've realised I've made it quite big. But then I wasn't pumping too hard. I was a bit cautious because it's a new line.
And it is softer. than
Honestly,
usual.
when you're down there looking up that takeoff, I just have visions and premonitions of airtime and tricks, which is a good buzz. Just going to do that again because I felt a bit crusty over the racer. Try and boost that spine a bit more. There we go. There we go.
Spine made a difference on that one, didn't it?
That was the best run through this backyard I've ever had. Landed the spine perfect. The roller worked a dream. I love this racer because the takeoff's so tiny, but you jump a whole nother line that's yet to be ridden. All that this takeoff's hard, hardly even digging in. 100% next video there's no doubt I'm jumping this jump. Just going to build this landing and test ride it because this backyard's almost never seen tricks. And I don't want to be irresponsible right now, we are in lockdown, but there's some tricks that for me I'm pretty comfortable with and I can do if there's the right jump, and this is the jump. So how do you want to do it? Do you want to ride or do you want to kind of, I know you quite like to observe sometimes for a bit.
I mean, I'm just less confident about the
Softness.
yeah, and I think the main line I'm probably gonna find easier, but then again, like I wasn't too confident with the spine the first time around.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The spine's good. You can case it, and at least
Yeah,
it's
but if you
straight.
case it, you can't clear that.
That's true. Oh yeah, and you're brakeless.
Yeah.
The last time you rode the shark fin, you came out here, which
Yes.
is not an option anymore. You've got to take off, lean left, lean right in the air, land, leaning right, then lean left again, all for which you have no brakes. If you hit that berm too square, you're going over a hedge. You probably won't go over the hedge, but I don't want to put ideas in your head. I'm going to ride the berms.
Go on.
Yeah.
You do that. Then I'll see.
I can't wait, man. Shark fin. I'm super excited for this one. Just got to imagine it. Jump left, turn right, turn left. Wide line. Yes! 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 Yes!
Oh my god! That looked so sick.
It's a roller coaster. The sideline is the roller coaster line. Every feature has angle on it. Even from the roller back there next to the spine, you're just gliding back and forth.
Mate, that looks so good.
It feels awesome, mate. Look how soft the berm is.
Oh wow.
Same here.
Very soft.
Even if I cut a landing in half and had to spend 2 days repairing it, it would be worth it. That berm took 2 days to make. I don't know how.
It's big.
Did you notice how it almost naturally made me jump out of the end?
Yeah.
We should definitely build something where you can land. And then we're going to have a jump over the berm, and then I'm going to jump from the racer into the berm. I'm not going to do that today.
Too soft.
Yeah, well I could only just clear that racer, so to land here
Yeah.
would be living in a dream world. I'd chainring it there, probably watch my front wheel run off into the distance as it broke off. I'm just going to do this again, mate, sorry.
Get it.
It's just, yeah, it's like shoo, 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 shoo.
Yes, that was the one!
Yes, there isn't even a split second to ride in a straight line. You're just constantly swerving. And I had such a better line around the last
That was
berm,
way
mate.
smoother looking.
Way better. You can see it.
Yeah.
Another big win, a big positive, is out of the berm I was naturally drawn towards the big landing for the mega jump, the monster jump, which means that the berm's perfect. It's going to line us up for that steep takeoff we want to build. 3 rollers, a right hip, a roller, a left hip was nice, but we're at a whole different level now. And I think this marathon episode, despite, like, I never ride in gloves, but my hands are torn apart, my back hurts, but I love it. It's really cool. It's rewarding because we're so lucky we can dig and ride the same day. Yeah. What do you want to do, mate? Have you had a thought? Because my worry is that because all this is cracked into plates, when you generate a turn here, it's not actually a straight line. It feels like you're sort of riding on roof tiles,
Right.
like the ground's moving around. And with your tyres being slicker and skinnier, I'd be worried about you turning on this.
Yeah.
We could spend an hour slapping it in.
I'd definitely feel more confident just trying the racer
This one.
and maybe doing the shark fin another time.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, there's more to be had. Also, I'm going to build you a whole line around the outside.
Oh yeah, my own line.
That'll be cool, to jump the berms. That's going to be confusing then. We're going to need a whole new name for a line. Comments. I'm just worried what happens to you at the end, mate. So you're going to jump the racer, go
Yeah.
left or right.
Yeah. What happens after?
Well, look at all the daisies. We know what happens with you and daisies.
How? Do I keep crashing on daisies?
I don't know how you'll ever stop now we're getting further down the field and getting quicker. Go on, mate, give it a go. You've done the spine before. It's only one new jump. I'll be stoked to see you get over this racer,
Yeah.
because it's not just me who's excited for a big jump. I know you're keen to
Yeah.
try a backflip for the first time.
No,
Go on,
thanks.
mate, let's swap. Let's
Alright.
swap. Here you go. What are you worried about?
Just casing that.
You mean the 40 minutes of trial work?
Exactly, that I had no involvement in whatsoever.
You'll be
So-
fine. I'm taking off quite wide, where it's a bit steeper. If you just inside it, it makes it a bit shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks sick!
It looks so sick.
Come on, let me see it be ridden, please.
Alright, alright, alright. Right. my god, I've never done that before. Oh my god.
Where are you going?
Right, I'm not gonna bar. Maybe that's what's making me a bit off axis.
Go on. Yes. Yes, dude.
Yes! No! Oh, Matt! Yes! No!
You'd have been in the hedge. You actually have no choice. You have to crash every run.
It's daisies or hedge.
Yes, mate. That look, I could see the grit and courage.
That felt well nice.
It is gnarly riding a new feature, isn't it?
That's the first time I've not hung up on the spine either.
The fact we've got rollers between features is such a good way of getting back lost speed.
Yeah.
I'll do a
sick.
video one day on what pumping actually means and how it works.
Good idea.
Mate, fair play.
Happy with
Fair
that.
play, that's sick.
I still want to wait till next time for the...
The berms.
Yeah.
I think that's a wise choice.
Mm.
People won't
That
have to
was
wait
fun,
so long
though.
for a video.
Oh, there's so much more going on now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You wait till that big jump's running. The whole line will just be a build up for mahoosive airtime.
Big airtime.
Do you mind if I borrow this?
No, that's fine.
I'm just doing the first one.
Okay.
See what this fuss is all about. Oh my word.
Oh, yes!
It's quite like... I didn't think so.
Oh my god!
I promise you that was not deliberate. I was going to prove to you that it's easy just to turn round on a bike.
I'm glad now you understand. These tyres, Matt, are 6 years old. They're like... It's ridiculous.
Should I buy you some new tyres?
I'll buy myself some, mate.
I almost want you to stay on these tyres. Oh man. I want to get through the whole line on this one day.
That would be so sick.
Feels different, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I bet.
Sick. Today's session was immense. Also the whole video, I think I can't look at it as just today. It started on Wednesday, now it's Sunday. You'll be watching this video today. I think we should wrap it up really. I've got a very big landing to build. That's not going to happen today. Got to build something out of that new berm. Going to build the outside brakeless bend line. There's a lot to be done.
Is that what it's called? Or is that...
We'll leave that. We'll leave that for the interaction section down below. Because people at like so many comments and so many ideas have inspired things in this line. I'm still conscious that the shark fin doesn't look like a shark fin at all, but we'll rectify that one day. No, it's mega. It's been a cool video. It's been a lot of work, but I'm happy about that. I don't mind like digging in, literally. I just hope it's lived up to everyone's expectations of this series. It's been really cool. We're 10 episodes in. We're over 3 weeks into lockdown, and what was a field is now paradise for me, to be honest. I'm excited for other people to be allowed to come and ride this at some point. We'll see when that is. So we're not done yet. More episodes to come, more riding. It would be sick to do an actual riding video. Riding always comes at the end of digging when we're just a bit exhausted. It would be cool just to have a day's riding and film that, so we'll do that too. But thanks guys, honestly, 10 episodes of just fun has been immense, and we wouldn't be here without you guys watching and commenting, so it's been epic. Cheers Ben.
Always.
Cheers Moose for padding out the videos and being stylish. Thanks Beck for, I mean, me and Beck share this garden, but it's starting to become a bit more weighted my way, isn't it? And cheers Red Bull for the dirt delivery. That's really cool of them. Legends guys, I'll see you in the next video. Sound check. How's the wind? On the mic. Lost my flow.